Hello friends, we are back here again with our next session or next topic, which is inflorescence. Yes, hope you all know about inflorescence, and today also we are going to have a quick review on the topic inflorescence and the various types of inflorescence we have. And but before beginning the topic for today, this is the Unacademy Plus subscription I would like to tell you about, which is very beneficial to all the aspirants who are willing to take EAMCET 2021. So, guys, don't miss this opportunity. It is a premium content available at very affordable prices. So, in these prices, I think you may hardly get anywhere else in these prices. All the dedicated live doubt clearing sessions will be there. There are dedicated live doubt clear sessions are there. Quizzes are there at regular intervals for self-analysis. And these batches are for complete preparation. There are test series for DPPs, full length mocks, etc. So you all know that this is very mandatory for everyone to get unlimited access. To subscribe to this Unacademy Plus subscription, you will be having access to all the topmost educators. You'll be having topmost educators, 10 plus batches, 250 plus courses. Everything is included under single subscription. Everything, all the facilities, all the lessons, all the courses can be visible for you under single subscription. And the rate plans are also here given at very affordable prices. So with EMI facilities, you can easily get 1031 EMI facility monthly payment and 1688 for 6 months EMI we have for your convenience. And if you are using my code, which is HUMERALIVE, 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 if you are using this discount coupon, then you will be getting extra offer, extra 10% off you can avail on the subscription. So do subscribe to this Unacademy Plus subscription. And with this single subscription, you'll be getting even 1 month trial plan is here. So do subscribe, guys. Don't miss this opportunity. It is very good for all the aspirants because you can complete syllabus coverage is here for your preparation. So do subscribe to our Unacademy subscription and be ready to crack EAMCET 2021. Yes. Yes, now moving on with the topic, we have inflorescence. Guys, what do you know about inflorescence? Everyone knows what is inflorescence, I think, right? Do you all know what is inflorescence? Yes, today we are going to see quickly and in an easy way what is inflorescence and everything, okay? Yes. Arrangement of flowers on the floral axis is termed as inflorescence. So now we are saying that flowers are being formed, flowers are being developed, various types of flowers are there, everything we are saying. Now, how they are arranged, how these flowers are arranged on the floral axis, we are telling them it as inflorescence. So nothing but what is inflorescence? Arrangement of flowers, how they are arranged on the floral axis, on the axis, how these inflorescences are arranged, it is called as inflorescence. So arrangement of flowers, arrangement of flowers on the floral axis, we are terming it as inflorescence. Okay. Now, what exactly is a flower? Flower is nothing but a modified shoot. Flower is nothing but a modified shoot. Now, shoot apical meristem changes into floral meristem. Okay. So, shoot, we have apical meristem, right? So, laterally, what happens is the shoot apical meristem gradually changes and becomes the floral meristem. Yes, first it is shoot apical meristem, but later on this shoot apical meristem is being changed to floral meristem. So, what is flower? Flower is a modified shoot. So, modified shoot is nothing but flower, and the shoot apical meristem which is there, it is being modified and being changed into floral meristem. Now, internodes do not elongate and axis gets condensed. So, we are calling it as pedicel. You know what is pedicel? Yes. The term pedicel means the internodes which are present on the axis. Nodes and internodes are there. You all know, right? Yes. So, internodes do not elongate. They are not getting expanded or elongated. but axis is getting condensed. So the main axis, floral axis, which is there, no, it is being condensed and suppressed. So what we are calling it as? We are calling it as pedicel. Okay. Internodes. Internodes do not elongate and hence axis gets condensed. We are calling it as pedicel. And what is happening again? Different kinds of appendages are being produced. Finally, different types of appendages are being produced in this inflorescence. Clear? What is exactly inflorescence? Nothing. It's in easy words. We can say that arrangement of flowers on the floral axis. The floral axis, how the flowers are being arranged, we are calling it as inflorescence. Now, what is flower? If anyone has a flower, is nothing but a modified shoot. In the shoot, we have apical meristem. Now, this apical meristem, what it is doing? It is getting changed and modified into floral meristem. Now, internodes do not elongate and axis gets condensed and suppressed. We are calling it as pedicel. Then different kinds of appendages are produced. Clear? Now, there are two major types of inflorescence. So how many types of inflorescence we have mainly? Mainly we have two major types of inflorescence. Now on what basis these inflorescence have been divided? On what basis these inflorescence have been categorized? It is based on whether the apex gets converted into flower or it continue to grow. So we have an apex, right? So whether it is getting converted into a flower or it is continuing to grow. We are dividing based on that. The inflorescence is being divided into two types. So how many major types of inflorescence are there? There are types of inflorescence, right? Yes, there are two major types of inflorescence. And what basis these inflorescence are being divided? These inflorescence are being divided into two types based on whether the apex is getting converted into flower or it is continuing to grow. So what are those two types? We have racemose inflorescence and we have cymose inflorescence. So clearly we can say that there are two types of inflorescence, whether the apex is continuing to grow or it is getting converted into a flower. Based on that, we have two types of inflorescence, that is racemose and cymose. Now, what is racemose inflorescence? We said the two types are there. One is racemose, one is cymose. First, we are going to see racemose inflorescence. What is here? Here, the main axis continues to grow. So, here we said that whether it is continuing to grow or whether it is becoming a flower, we are categorizing it into two types. That is racemose and cymose. So, the first one, racemose, is the main axis is continues to grow. Now, where are the flowers born? The flowers are born laterally in an acropetal succession. Now, what do you mean by this term acropetal succession? Acropetal succession means the old flowers are at the acropetal succession means new flowers are at the top and the older flowers at the bottom, right? So, and where are the flowers are born here? The flowers are born here on the main peduncle. So flowers are born here on the main peduncle. Flowers are being produced. Clear? This is about racemose. Racemose inflorescence means main axis continues to grow. And how are the flowers? Flowers are literally born in acropetal succession. And where are the flowers born? The flowers are born on main peduncle. How they are born? They are born in acropetal succession. Clear? If they are born on main peduncle, we are calling it as simple inflorescence. Okay. If these flowers are being born on the main peduncle, we are calling it a simple inflorescence. But if the flowers are born on the branches of peduncle, see here, this is compound inflorescence. Okay. If they are born on the branches, then we are calling it as compound inflorescence. So, clear, simple and compound inflorescence, what we have? Simple inflorescence means the flowers are being formed on the main peduncle, okay? But if they are born on the branches, then we are calling it as compound inflorescence, okay? See, this is compound, and where the flowers are being formed, here these branches are there. See, they are not. If these flowers are being born on this main straight standing main peduncle, we would have called it as simple inflorescence. But here you can see that it is being born on the branches, so it is called as compound inflorescence. Clear? Simple inflorescence, main peduncle. Flowers are born on main peduncle. If that is only being formed on the flowers are being formed on the branches of this peduncle, then we are saying it as compound inflorescence. Clear? This diagram also you can see and you can relate it. Okay. Next. Now, what are the subtypes of racemose inflorescence? The first subtype is raceme. We can see it is in Crotalaria and Mangifera. Where we can see, we can find it in Crotalaria and Mangifera. That is raceme. Now, corymb. What do you mean by corymb? It is seen in cassia and cauliflower. You need to remember the examples in a very easy way. Raceme is in Crotalaria and Mangifera. Then we have corymb. Corymb we can see it in cassia and we can see in cauliflower. Then what is having in corymb? All the flowers are brought to the same height. So in corymb what is happening, guys? The flowers wherever they are born, irrespective of which node they are being formed, they are coming to the same length. Why it is coming to the same length? Due to varied lengths of pedicels, though born at different nodes. See here. This is the simple corymb and we have compound corymb. See here. I'll just zoom it and I'll just show you once again. See here. This you can see. The nodes are due to varied lengths of petals though born on different nodes. These all flowers, these red dots are flowers. They are being born on different nodes. But you can see the length of the pedicel. Here the pedicel is small. Here the longest pedicel. Whatever might be the node wherever they are being produced, they are coming to the same height. Even in compound corymb, the main pedicel, it is forming the branches, and even on the branches, though flowers are being born on different nodes, they are coming to the same height. So we are calling it as corymb, simple corymb and compound corymb. Okay. Examples what we have said in corymb? We have said the example as cassia and cauliflower. And what is happening in corymb? All flowers are brought to the same height due to the varied lengths of pedicels. Due to the varied length of pedicels, all the flowers are being brought to the same height. Though all the flowers are being born at different nodes. Clear? Yes. Moving on to the next type of racemose, umbel. What do you mean by umbel? And what are the examples? Umbel is an example you can see in umbel is onion members of apiaceae like carrot. So examples are umbel. What are the examples? Onion is the example of umbel and also the members of apiaceae like carrot. Now what happens in umbel? Flowers appear to have arisen from same point of peduncle. Yes, so from where the flowers are being produced, from the same point, you can see from the same point, many flowers are being produced from the same point. So flowers appear to have arisen from the same point of the peduncle. And what is happening? They are being covered by a whorl of bracts. Here you can see the whorl of bracts, right? See here. Below you can see all the bracts are there, whorls of bracts are there. And you can see that flowers are being produced from the same point. Clear umbel? Umbel example is onion. Example of umbel is onion and members of apiaceae like carrot. What is happening in umbels? Flowers appear to have arisen from same point of peduncle and they are covered by a whorl of bracts called as involucre. What do you call this whorl of bracts? We are calling it as involucre, right? You can see here in this diagram. These are the bracts and we are calling it covered by a whorl of bracts called as involucre. Clear? Yes. Umbel is clear. Next we are saying that spikes are there. What do you mean by spikes? Example is Members of poaceae or grasses. Spikes example is members of poaceae, example is grasses. And acropetal arrangement of sessile flowers on peduncle. See, on the main peduncle, acropetal arrangement of sessile flowers. So sessile flowers are arranged in an acropetal manner on the peduncle, right? Clear guys? Umbel was example was onion and members of APSC like carrot. Then flowers appear to have arisen from the same point and it is covered by a wall of bracts. We call it as involucre. Then we have spikes. Examples were members of poaceae grasses and what is being arranged? Acropetal arrangement of sessile flowers on the peduncle. Clear? This was about umbel. Next. Next we have spadix. What are the examples of the spadix? Examples are musa, cocos and colocasia. Spadix example is musa, cocos and colocasia. What is happening here? Sessile, unisexual and neutral flowers are arranged in acropetal arrangement. Here, sessile, unisexual and neutral flowers are arranged. How they are arranged? They are arranged in acropetal succession and they are protected by a modified bract. They are protected by a modified bract called as spathe. See here in this diagram, we can see the flowers are there. Then they are covered by a protected by a modified bract. You can see the covering. What we are calling it as? We are calling it as spathe. Okay, spadix nothing but sessile, unisexual and neutral flowers are arranged in acropetal succession and they are protected by modified bract. What is this modified bract by which they are being protected? By the modified bract is called as spathe. You can see here, this is the spadix. Includes fleshy spike and clusters of unisexual and epipetalous flowers and this is covered by a spathe. Spathe is nothing but a modified bract. Now comes head inflorescence. What are the example of head inflorescence? Example of head inflorescence is stridax and sunflower. Example of this head inflorescence is tridax and sunflower. And what do you mean by this head inflorescence? That is unisexual and bisexual sessile flowers develop centripetally. What do you mean by centripetally? That means the flowers develop towards the center. Okay, which flowers are being produced? Unisexual and bisexual sessile flowers are being produced or developed centripetally on condensed peduncle. That means the peduncle is getting condensed and on that condensed peduncle centripetally means towards the center. What flowers are being produced? Unisexual and bisexual sessile flowers are being produced. Clear? Head inflorescence example is tridax and sunflower. And in this what is happening? Unisexual and bisexual sessile flowers develop centripetally on condensed peduncle. Clear? Yes. These were all the types of racemose. What were the racemose? Main axis continues or to grow and the flowers are born anacropetal succession, simple and compound were there. So raceme was there, corymb was there, umbel, then spikes, spadix and head inflorescence. All these were types of racemose inflorescence. Then the second type, the major second type what we said was cymose inflorescence. Okay. And what they do, they shows a limited growth. The cymose we said the continuation of growth was racemose. Hence we can say that cymose inflorescence is the limited growth. Shows limited growth. And main axis terminates into a flower. The main axis it becomes a flower. The main axis does not show the continuation of growth and hence it terminates into a flower. Main axis terminates into a flower. Okay. Then Flowers are born in basipetal order. What do you mean by basipetal order? That means towards the base. Flowers are born in basipetal order, that is towards the base. They are formed, the flowers, in cymose inflorescence, and they may be branched or unbranched peduncle. Okay, the branched or unbranched peduncle is there. Okay, the peduncle may be branched or unbranched. Cymose inflorescence means they show very limited growth and main axis terminates into a flower. Flowers, how they are born? The flowers are born in basipetal order, and that too the peduncle may be peduncle may be branched. Peduncle may be branched or unbranched. Peduncle may be branched or unbranched. And what are the subtypes of cymose inflorescence? The first one is solitary cyme. What do you mean by solitary cyme? Example is hibiscus rosa sinensis and datura. The example is hibiscus rosa sinensis and datura solitary cyme. Example is hibiscus rosa sinensis and datura solitary cyme. And what is happening in soil? Peduncle is unbranched and it bears a single flower. So what is happening in solitary cyme? Peduncle is unbranched and it bears a single flower. Only single flower is present. Clear? Cymose inflorescence. The first subtype of cymose inflorescence is solitary cyme. The first subtype is a solitary cyme. And what is there in solitary cyme? Example is hibiscus rosa sinensis and datura. And peduncle is unbranched and it bears a single flower. Example you can see here. Solitary cyme is of hibiscus. The peduncle is unbranched. Branches are not there and it is bearing only a single flower. Here you can see the single flower is at the tip. Example was hibiscus rosa sinensis and datura. Next, moving on with the next type of cymose inflorescence. The second one is nothing but cymule. What do you mean by cymule? Example is bougainvillea and jasmine. Example is bougainvillea and jasmine. And what is happening here? Three flowered cymose. So we are saying that three flowered means three flowers. In cymose inflorescence, what was there? Solitary cyme, single flower was there. But here in cymule, we have three flowers are being formed. And if the peduncle is branched, cymose types are of three types. So peduncle is branched here. Cymule, we can say three flowers are there are present. Example is bougainvillea and jasmine. And the peduncle is branched. And if the peduncle is branched, these cymose, it is of three types. That is monocacial cyme, dicacial cyme and polycacial cyme. Now what do you mean by these three types? First one is monocacial cyme, and monocacial cyme means one branch at each time. Monocacial cyme, one branch at each time. So if there is only one branch is being formed at each time, we are calling it as monocacial cyme. An example is Hamelia and Solanum. So what is the example you can see? The examples are Hamelia and Solanum. Then we are saying the dicacial cyme. If the two branches are formed at each time, we are calling it as dicacial cyme. An example is Ipomia. Example of dicacial cyme is Ipomia. Then finally we have polycacial cyme. What do you mean by polycacial cyme? More than two branches are formed at each time. That means one branch means monocacial, two branches means dicacial, and if there are more than two branches at each time, then we are saying it as polycacial cyme. Example is Nerium, and all the times even on the branches three flowers are formed. See here, this is the cymose inflorescence. Okay. Clear? Yes. What is cymule? Example is bougainvillea and jasmine. Three flowered cymos is there. Peduncle is branched. Then we have three types. That is monocacial cyme, one branch at each time. Dicacial cyme, two branches at each time. And if it is more than two branches at each time, then we are calling it as polycacial cyme. Okay, clear guys? Next, moving on, what we have. Now we have special type of inflorescence. Okay. Special type of inflorescence there. Racemose is over, cymose is over. Major were racemose and cymose. But here we have special types of inflorescence. What do you mean by special type of inflorescence? The first one is verticillaster. What is the example? The example of verticillaster is members of Lamiaceae. So members of Lamiaceae shows a special type of inflorescence which is called as verticillaster. Now, why they are special? What is the type of inflorescence here is, at the beginning they show dicacial cyme. What do you mean by dicacial cyme? Yes, we said just now that two branches are formed, but eventually they turns into monocacial cyme, forming false whorl around node. So first begins as dicacial cyme. So beginning they show with dicacial cyme, but eventually turns into the monocacial cyme. And what they are doing? They are forming false whorl around the node. See here, false whorls are formed around the node, and first starting they show the dicacial cyme type, and later on they get turns into the monocacial cyme. This is called as verticillaster type of inflorescence. Clear? What is verticillaster? Example is members of Lamiaceae ratio, and why they are called as special type? Because at the beginning they show dicacial cyme, but eventually that turns into a monocacial cyme. And what they are doing? They are forming a false whorl around the node. Okay. The next special type of inflorescence, what we have? We have cyathium. What do you mean by cyathium? Example of cyathium is members of U4POC shows the cyathium. Cyathium type of inflorescence, these are seen in members of Euphorbiaceae. And what is happening here? Naked, stalked and unisexual flowers are arranged in cymose manner. Naked, unisexual and stalked flowers are arranged in cymose inflorescence. And where they are arranged? They are arranged inside the cup-like involucre of bracts. Inside the cup-like involucre of bracts. See here. Young male flowers are there, old female flowers are there, nectar glands are there. Everything is placed under a cup-shaped structure called as involucre of bracts. This cup-like structure is nothing but this is the involucre of bracts. Clear? Cyathium is second special type of inflorescence which is seen in members of Euphorbiaceae, in which naked, stalked and unisexual flowers are arranged in cymose manner. And where they are arranged? They are arranged inside the cup-like involucre of bracts. Then last one we have the hypanthodium. The last special type of inflorescence what we have is hypanthodium, and it is seen in members of ficus. Where we can see this? We can see this in members of ficus. And what is happening here? Peduncle is being modified. Peduncle is being modified into deep cup-like fleshy structure. Peduncle, see here. Peduncle is being modified into deep cup-like structure, and inside that what we have? Many sessile unisexual flowers are irregularly arranged. So many sessile unisexual flowers are arranged irregularly. Then at the opening we have male flowers at the opening and female flowers are at the bottom. So at the opening we can see male flowers. At the here diagram also you can see guys here. At the top, at the opening, near the opening we have male flowers, and at the bottom we have the female flowers. So all are unisexual flowers which are irregularly arranged, in which we can see male flowers are at the opening and we can say that female flowers are at the bottom. Now what is in between male and female flowers? In between male and female flowers we have sterile female flowers called as gall flowers. Gall flowers are present in between the male and the female flowers. So we have unisexual flowers arranged irregularly inside the cup-like fleshy structure, and cup-like fleshy structure is nothing but peduncle. And how is the arrangement of flowers? Male flowers are at the opening, then we have female flower at the bottom, and in between this male and female flowers we have sterile female flowers. And what do we call as sterile female flowers? We are calling them as gall flowers. Okay. With this, we are clear with all the type of different types of inflorescence, racemose type, cymose type, and special type of inflorescence. Hope you all guys got the quick view of all the types of inflorescence. And just before telling you goodbye for this session, I would like to again tell you about the very good benefits you are going to get with this Unacademy Plus subscription. Do subscribe to this, and by using this Humera Live code, you can avail extra discount on the prices. So you'll be getting access to regular quizzes at regular intervals, dedicated live doubt clearing sessions, and you have full length mock tests, DPPs, etc. And you'll be getting unlimited access to all the topmost educators, 10 plus batches, 250 plus courses, and many more. Under single subscription, you'll be having all these facilities, and the rates are very affordable. And for your convenience, we are providing you with EMI facilities. So guys, don't miss this opportunity and do subscribe to our Unacademy Plus subscription. Meet you all with the next in the next session with a new topic, with a new chapter or new topic. Okay, till then, take care all of you. Bye bye.